George Clooney and Brad Pitt's new movie, Wolves, is on Apple TV Plus September 27th.
That's where I want you to be now.
So if you want to see George Clooney and Brad Pitt, go to Apple TV Plus.
You got to start the story there.
Or if you want to see Brad Pitt and George Clooney, go to Apple TV Plus.
I am enjoying the show.
And if you want to see their new movie, Wolves,
You can't do it, I'm going to help you out. I can do it, so do it.
definitely go to Apple TV Plus.
Admit it, it's cool. Okay, fine, it was very cool.
Wolves, streaming September 27th on Apple TV Plus. Rated R.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
What the actual? You don't think that would be weird?
I don't think there'd be shockwaves through the universe. I think it would be like, wow, I didn't have them down as actually like that was going to happen.
I don't think they're doing ballroom dancing.
Like foxtrot off,
They're
mate.
not doing ballroom dancing. They're probably doing like TikTok-y type stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, that is tragic in your 40s to be TikTok dancing with your new lover.
I think we're in platonic love.
We do everything together apart
Say
from
it.
sex.
Say it. We don't bath together. You said this the other day. We don't actually shower
We don't
together.
shower. Like we are always dressed. Will that cover it?
Before we jump into the show, we're very excited and honoured to tell you that we are currently part of Spotlight.
Spotlight is a project from Apple Podcasts which highlights a creator or creative team every couple of months, and they've chosen us for the month of September.
Apple's editorial team believe that you will all want to be spending a lot more time with us, and we definitely want to be spending more time with you. So they kindly put us together. Thank you so much to Apple Podcasts.
We really hope you enjoyed this brand new show, and we hope you stick around to talk about all things midlife.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 40ish. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Lauren Mishkon.
This is the brand new podcast that navigates the challenges and absurdities of 40-something life, and we're going to solve all your dilemmas.
Or attempt to.
In the coming weeks, we're going to discuss your problems, issues, and rants that you have kindly shared with us, and also divulge some of our own stories and the mess of navigating midlife.
Basically, it's just to make us all feel better and not weird or worse about the mundane chaos that comes with middle age.
What's been going on this week?
I'm feeling quite smug.
Smug?
Yep.
What you smug about?
I've bought an air fryer. I've joined the cult.
Smug?
Yeah.
I don't think you should feel smug.
Do you know why I feel smug? Not because I've got an air fryer, because they are 10 a penny, but because...
Now, let me guess.
Yeah.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Firstly, let's just break this down.
Yeah.
Firstly, you've been against air fryers for a long time.
Deeply against.
'Cause
almost protesting.
Well, and almost quite cutting about mine, quite frankly.
And also, I did put out a little poll with my friends, and the general consensus was, no, it's not for you, Lauren.
Right, so why would you feel smug about buying one? That doesn't make sense. Normally, you would have felt like, oh, I can't believe I bought an air. You would have felt ashamed of buying an air fryer, actually.
Well, I sort of did it as a finishing A-level gift for my middle son because he was desperate for an air fryer in the house.
Right.
Because he really wanted to cook his chicken.
Right.
And his air fryer chips.
So you must have felt like... So the smugness must come from a place that you got a really good deal on an air fryer.
I did get a good deal, but it's not about the deal.
And also, you wouldn't get an air fryer because you're very specific about your house and you're very house proud and everything's got a place. So to stick a massive air fryer in your kitchen feels wrong to me. Something's not sitting right. So the smugness, it must be something like... I don't know, you've got something it like matches like a piece of furniture or it's got to fit in with your... Does it?
Yes.
You didn't.
I have got a beautiful sky blue air fryer that blends so seamlessly with the wall, it's almost renders it invisible. And it's small. It fits perfectly on the counter.
It's invisible. It won't be invisible.
Nicole, it's an aesthetic delight.
Is it?
Yes.
Where'd you get it from?
Amazon.co.uk.
We don't.
A small little bespoke site that we're not sponsored by.
Not yet. Hold on. You found an eggshell blue,
Small air fryer, just for one child. to
just for
use.
one child, so it's for one meal,
Yeah,
right?
because I don't really need to use
And
it.
you've matched it up to your kitchen, and this is why you feel smug.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like I've made him happy. The kitchen doesn't have this monstrosity sitting on the counter.
So rude, so
And
mean, so rude
I'm
about my
really
air
pleased with
fryer.
it.
How very fucking dare you?
It almost looks retro.
I've got to be honest, I've got the hump. I've got the hump
About the air fryer?
Yeah, I've got the hump.
Are you just jealous of my lovely, lovely blue air fryer? I'll make you some crispy chickpeas in it.
Oh, I do like your chickpeas. No, listen,
Yeah.
no. I'll tell you why I've got the hump.
Yeah.
First, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
really
Secondly,
beautiful. I've got
I've
a photo of it.
upgraded my air fryer, so we'll get to that in a minute.
Sorry.
I've upgraded.
How does one upgrade?
You get a different one.
What do you mean?
This, right. I got like a cheapy one that was about, I don't know, 40, 50 quid,
Yeah.
again off Amazon.
Yeah.
I thought, well, let's see. And we have used it literally every day of my life. It's very good for my kids. My kids are 16 and 13, so they can make their own stuff in it as well, like you said. And it was falling apart. I can't even tell you. I kept having to screw it back together. And I thought,
Oh, wow. You used it to death.
I did use it to death. And so then me and my husband, we had like this naughty, liberated moment. Like, oh, should we get a new one or should we go really flashy? And we did. We got the Ninja.
Oh.
And you know what it's got on it? It's
What?
got a Megazone.
What the fuck is a
I
megazone?
actually don't know. But it sounds...
What do you mean a megazone?
It's got like... So yours has got one drawer, I assume.
A drawer, yes.
So mine's
Yes.
got a very wide drawer.
Yeah.
And it's got a... Really? Is this what we're talking about on here?
We are middle-aged. This is the sort of shit that makes us happy. Come on.
And it's got a separator in the middle.
Right.
So you can put one drawer on at a time and then you can time it so that both drawers come on whenever you want them to.
Double oven, basically.
So let's say you're cooking a jacket potato and a piece of salmon. Obviously, they cook at different times. So you can time it so that it all finishes at the same time. But here's the beauty. If you've just got a lot of food, you can take out the divider, you hit Megazone, and that shit cooks everything.
Wow.
I know. It's big.
Is
Big.
it? But
But
is
it's
it?
not a monstrosity.
Is
So
it
how
ugly?
very dare you. But
I was about to say, is it ugly?
let's get back to my hump.
Oh, the hump you have with me. Yep.
The hump I have with you.
Come on.
Because I feel like I have been flying the flag of air fryers for quite a while. And you have always been quite dismissive, if I'm honest. Quite degrading, if I'm honest.
Degrading.
Yeah, you've
Wow.
been degrading about my air fryer.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a bit much.
I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
Yeah, sticking. No, I'm thinking about it. And you know what? Yeah, I think that's the right word. So you've been degrading, dismissive, and also have like shamed me a little bit about my air fryer. Right? And it's always been like, I just don't think I need one. I just don't know why you need it. I just don't know.
Yeah,
There's been a
basically,
lot
it
of
is
chat about
it's a small oven.
about the fucking air fryer.
Yeah.
No. You don't get to come in here and now quote me back to me.
But it is just a small oven.
Because I've been telling you that for a year.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
Yeah.
not a small oven. It's a small quick oven.
A small quick oven.
And
yes.
you kept saying, I don't need it. I don't want anyone needs it.
Yeah.
All of it. Right. And now coming in here like Lady fucking Muck with the, not only have I bought an air fryer, I feel very smug about my air fryer. Like I haven't been trying to get you to get the air fryer. Like I don't even know about air fryers.
I don't feel smug about owning the air fryer because I'm not buying into the cult of air fryer. But what I feel smug about is I have managed to get one in the house for the kid that isn't an ugly eyesore in the kitchen.
But you see, now that feels
It's not
very
a diss
pointed.
on you or your Megazone. But
feels-
I don't want a Megazone in my kitchen.
That feels very pointed at my new Ninja. I gotta be honest.
No offense to your Ninja, and I will still take lunch from it whenever you cook it in the Megazone or the minor zone or any zone you choose.
You wait till you see this Megazone. You are definitely, you are going to want to fucking upgrade to this Megazone shit. I'm telling you now.
Let's get on with the show.
Just before we dive into your dilemmas, a quick disclaimer.
We're not doctors or healthcare professionals.
This is a fun space where we share our thoughts.
which could be totally wrong.
So if there is an issue that you are seriously struggling with, please contact a qualified expert.
Okay, Nicole, what is our first dilemma today?
The headline is, my boyfriend made a devastating comment.
Oh.
Hi, ladies. Been dating a guy for 3 months. We are both early 40s. Last Sunday morning, the kids were all at their dad's and I'm lying in bed with him in my house. We have literally just finished having sex.
Oh, morning sex.
I love morning sex.
Oh, I do not like to even speak in the morning.
I know you don't. We'll get onto that. He put his arm around me and said, you know I'm never going to fall in love with you, right? I didn't know what to say, so I sort of shrugged it off. But now I'm feeling like, what the fuck was that? And what should I do?
Whoa.
There's no way you're having morning sex because the other morning when I texted you, I had been up since 6. It was now like 9 o'clock. And, you know, I'd been like working for like 2 hours and I had a million things to like, even when I don't speak to you for 10 minutes, I've got lots to tell you. So I had a lot to tell you. So I think I messaged you. What did I say?
Are you awake?
Are you awake? And it went straight to blue ticking. You know about blue ticks, don't you?
Yes, thank you. I'm 46, not 96.
Just
yeah.
checking. I just have to check because
Yeah.
there's some very basic things that you don't know. And
I know.
I noticed that you answered to one of our listeners yesterday in Instagram, and you were giving all of this like technical reason and advice, and I was thinking it's all wrong. She shouldn't be.
Oh.
She shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just checking.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I do know what blue tick means.
Right.
Yeah.
So I said, "Are you awake?" It went blue tick straight away. You wrote back, "Barely."
I said yes, but not speaking.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, when can you have a conversation?
Yeah. Not yet.
You're like ghosted. Then you came back about an hour later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for a conversation. So well,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was now. I can't remember now what it was. There's no way you're having morning sex. You can barely send a message.
I'm not into the morning. I'm not into anything in the morning.
Anyway, this poor woman, this is absolutely awful.
I mean, his timing. Let's just talk about what he said first.
But the thing is that
I'm never going to fall in love with you, right? So it's not even a question. It's just like a statement. Here are my feelings. Here is what I feel about the relationship
after we've
and its
just
future.
been really intimate, I thought I'd just dump this on you. And I'm in your house, in your bed, naked.
I mean,
It's awful. It's awful. Awful, awful, awful. And also, we don't know how into him she is because she doesn't say. So she might not have been thinking that I'm going to fall in love with him. She might be just as non-committal about it.
well, it's been 3 months. So they're probably in that really fun beginning stage.
But also the stage of where it's a bit like, okay, so we've dated for a while. We kind of know each other. We obviously like each other. Now what are we going to do?
Wouldn't
It's that phase, isn't it?
a decent human being have a conversation of like,
Where are you at?
yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm just wondering where you're at. It's been 3 months.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I really like you, but I don't want a serious relationship right now.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
Well, any of the above would have been much more preferable. This is just mean and a bit stupid.
And I really feel like he's taking advantage of her while she's naked and vulnerable in her own bed and they've just had sex. Ow, I'm nasty. No,
So-
I don't like it.
I don't either. And actually, I think if she tells her girlfriends, they would be like, no, he needs to go.
Bye.
So what would you do? Honestly, put yourself in her position. I know it's very hard because we've been married for so long, but what would you do?
I mean, I did have a not so dissimilar situation. I did have a boyfriend once who directly after sex looked at me and said, you know I'm never going to marry you, right?
Oh, so she had this happen to you?
Yeah.
And what did you say? How old were you?
Really young. Like 19. I was like, well, I wasn't really like looking to get married now anyway at this age, but it was like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
It puts a very weird underline on everything that perhaps wasn't necessary, right?
Yes.
It underlines something that perhaps wasn't even in the space.
It's like, here's my statement, suck it up.
Yeah.
But also the
Well,
timing.
I would recommend she
timing.
stops sucking anything at this point.
I agree.
If I was her, I would digest it. I would go away and think about it. I would discuss it with all of my girlfriends.
And on a podcast.
Write into us, let us discuss it, bring it into a public forum. And I would really take my time with it. And then I would say, when I was comfortable and I was very together about what I wanted to say, I would say, you know, that wasn't okay. And for you to assume that I was going to fall in love with you, and let's have an adult, they're in their 40s, right?
Yes.
Let's have an adult conversation about this. But don't come in my bed and in my house after we've just been intimate and just blanket statement something that's actually quite hurtful, regardless of where I'm at. It's a hurtful thing to say.
And it's a real assumption.
Yes.
Of like, I know you're obsessed with me and you're obviously madly in love with me, but you know I don't feel the same way.
There's so much assumption
It's quite
in it.
arrogant.
Very arrogant. I agree completely. Very arrogant.
This is not the guy for you. That's my general feeling I'm getting.
Look, but it depends, right? It depends how he manages the next bit. So if he then says to her, oh my God, I've thought about it and I'm so sorry and I cannot believe it slipped out of my mouth and I really do apologise, my delivery was terrible, then you can work with that.
Also, like, please deal with your post-sex pillow talk, because that's not it. Okay? That's not it. Okay, Nicole, before we go into our next dilemma, I've got a little quiz for you.
You know, we don't do so well with quizzes
What do
over
you
at Self.
mean?
Well, every time we did one at Self Care Club podcast, it just landed very flat. Or we had a row or something went wrong, always. So
We won't have a row. It's
Okay,
fine. It's
okay.
called How Middle-Aged Are You? I found it online.
We might have a row.
You will score 1 point for every yes answer.
Okay, is the aim to score as many points as possible or as few points as possible? I need to know what the goal is.
I'm not telling you. It's just to find out how middle-aged you are. It'll be very
Are we
obvious when
going
we
for
start.
very middle-aged or very not
We're just
middle-aged?
going with the truth.
Oh, okay. I reckon if the goal is to be as middle-aged as possible, you are going to win by a landslide.
Okay, that's quite rude. Let's begin and see what happens. Question number 1. You can't sleep past 9 a.m.
Yes.
No.
I mean, what time can you sleep till?
10?
10.
Easily.
I don't understand that. Does your bladder not like get you up?
No.
So you wake up at 10 and you don't need a wee.
I will
You're not-
I will need a wee when I wake up.
You're not
yeah.
desperate.
I'm like, okay, I need a wee, but I'm not like dying.
But do you not get woken up at like 6 by your bladder?
No.
So if I get woken up at like 6, it's an annoying time because then I'm just awake and I can't get back to sleep.
Oh God, no. If I was to be woken up at 6 by my bladder, I would just go back to sleep.
Would you?
Yeah.
No, because I would at 5,
Okay. Right.
but not at 6.
1
6 is
1-0. Question 2.
God.
You can't start a movie past 9 p.m.
Absolutely not. Yes. Yes, a big fat. What sort of person would start a movie at 9:15? It's too late.
I would start a movie at 10 because 11:30 is totally fine for me.
On a school night?
Yeah?
You would start a movie at 10 on a school night?
Totally. Yes.
What, would Ollie watch a film with you at 10? Or no way is he doing
Of
that?
course not. He loves to go to bed early and I love to stay up late. I'm an owl and he is a lark.
Okay, 2-0.
2-0.
God.
3. You call your children for tech support.
Absolutely not, no.
Absolutely yes.
And to be fair, you call me for tech. You'll call anyone for tech support.
I would
you
call
are
my-
a tech support slut.
I would call my dog for tech support because he would be more able to use stuff than me. I'm technically
You could call your
backward.
mum for tech support.
Oh, don't push it. Come on now. That's very unfair.
It's true. No, I would never. No. Absolutely not, no.
Okay. 4. You understand what it means to fix typos with Tipex.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is it
Totally.
3-1 now?
Yeah.
No, 3-2. 3-2.
3-2. Number 5. Doctors and police look too young.
Can I just say, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you,
Yeah.
but I think my daughter, both my daughters, because I remember when, you know, you have to get your pencil case list.
Yes.
And when it comes through, those few days before term, and you've got to go to do the Smiths run,
Yeah.
that awful, awful Smiths run, and they look forward to it the whole summer holiday.
Of course.
There's always Tipp-Ex in that list.
No, you're not allowed to buy it now because I think the children could sniff it. Or is that Pritt Stick?
No. There's definitely Tipp-Ex and there's definitely Pritt Stick in both of their lists.
Okay, no.
So they
only
would
Pritt
say
Stick.
yes to that as well. So I feel
Do you
like that was an
think?
unfair 100%. They would feel like that's an unfair question.
Okay.
Tipp-Ex.
5. Doctors and police look too young and you've called a 30-year-old a kid. Yeah, I do feel like that a lot of the time.
You know, I'm ashamed to say yes, because I think I said it a couple of days ago. And I said, well, he's really young, isn't he? And you said, I can't remember who we were talking about. You said, like, well, he is 30 years old. Like, yeah, that's really young.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a whole person older than him.
I feel like that's a yes for both of us.
So that's 4-3.
6. You swap physical ailment stories with your friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Standard.
Doesn't everyone do that?
Standard. No, I don't think when you're like 22.
You don't have any physical
You're talking
ailments.
about your tennis elbow and
You
your
don't-
sore back.
You don't have any.
You might have
It's an, it's an
some.
unfair question.
You might have some physical
it's an
ailments.
unfair question.
You could have physical ailments at 22, but like they're different kinds of physical ailments.
I was a terrible migraine sufferer in my early 20s.
But you didn't have like it wasn't a general phone call like how are you, and rather than just
I have
fine, how are you?
I have a list. I call it my worry list. A list of people that I need to check in with most days to see how they're feeling.
Yeah, just that's
whether
what I mean.
it's they've just had a surgery, or whether they're about to have a surgery, or whether they've done their back in, or you know something awful's happened in their life. Like worry list.
Precisely. That's very middle-aged. That's a yes for both of us.
So it's 5-4 now.
Yeah. 7. You write appointments on a paper calendar.
Absolutely not. No.
Absolutely yes. I have my family kitchen calendar and I utilise it.
Yeah, but you're saying it like you're so super proud of it.
I am.
Let me tell you something about your paper calendar.
Don't slag off my paper calendar. I buy it from M&S at the beginning of every December, ready for January, and I love it. And I own it, and I'm proud of it.
You're not proud of it.
I am.
Okay, well, if I'm not allowed to slag it off, we might as well move on. Okay, so we're 5-5 now.
Yeah. Number 8. You prefer John Lewis to Calvin Harris.
Oh, of course I do.
Can I just say,
That's amazing.
John Lewis is my homeboy. I love him much more than Calvin. So yeah.
Well, I think I get a lot more use out of John Lewis than I do for Calvin Harris.
Same.
So
Yeah.
6-6 now.
Yeah. 9. You would rather go to the local farmer's market than clubbing.
Yes.
What sort of freak in their mid-40s would
Wants to go-
rather
I'm
go
re-
clubbing?
I'm really sorry. But I personally think if you are in well, I'm now in my late 40s. FYI, so are you. Well, you're teetering mid to late. I'm late because I'm 47, you're 46. There seems to be a big divide between 46 and 47. You're not going to cope well when you turn 47, by the way.
I'm not.
You're really not. In
No,
fact, I
I'm
might
really
just
not.
boycott
Bypass
that
it.
whole
Bypass it.
whole birthday.
I'm going to.
Are you?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Because you're not, she's not good with aging, by the way.
No.
She's just not.
Not my thing.
So, who in their late 40s wants to go clubbing? Although I do see, actually, there's something I would like to do in these sober raves. They look quite fun. And you get like things like kombucha and mushroom tea and shit like that there. That sounds that looks great.
That's the most middle-aged thing that's ever come out of your mouth.
You know, I'll tell you something.
What?
I've never been to a farmer's market in my entire life.
What?
Yeah. So who's middle-aged now? Ha!
I'm going to take you to a farmer's market. You're going to love it. And you better bring a lot of money. It's very expensive.
Money.
I'm not funding it. I'll take you, but I'm not
You're not
funding
even gonna.
it.
You're not even gonna give me a
I might
sourdough.
treat you to like a homemade
I bet
blondie.
the sourdoughs are like £6 there.
Yeah, of course they are. Everything's a complete rip-off.
Can we move on? What's the score?
Don't
Who
know.
fucking cares?
Number 10.
You're losing.
Number
yeah.
10. You enjoy gardening and or home improvement TV shows.
Oh, that is so you. Did you make this up?
No, I swear. This was in the online quiz. And I would
That
like
is a
to...
no from me and a yes from you.
I enjoy gardening and home improvement TV shows.
I
am-
know. I think you need 2 yeses for that, and I need 2 no's for that.
I am totally here for Stacey Solomon Sorts Your Life Out. I'm so down for that show.
I think the score is like 9-7.
Do you love a hoarding show?
No.
I love a hoarding show.
No.
I love to see a disgusting house full of hoarded items that is then cleared out and redecorated.
Why?
Oh my
Why?
God, the satisfaction.
What? But
I'm
you're not
obsessed
doing
with
it.
hoarding. It's a big thing for me.
I know.
Because I'm so
I know,
allergic
I
to
know,
even the concept.
I know. You would go through my drawers and think that it's appropriate to tell me what I should chuck away. But
Totally.
FYI, it never is
I
appropriate.
still want to go through your medicine cupboards.
You know what?
What?
You can't.
Why?
Because it's my home and you need to have we need to have some boundaries.
Do we need
Just some?
Do we
some.
need decluttering boundaries? Do we need a decluttering contract?
No, we
between us?
don't, because I just say no and you do back
Then
off.
I stop.
Yeah.
Then I stop. Okay. Question. I think it's question 11. Do you still call it ecstasy?
Depends what we're talking about.
I think they mean the drug.
I know. What is it called?
Okay, I could be wrong and I could get slated for this, but I believe they now
God.
call it Molly. I think.
No.
Yeah.
Is that what it
I
is
think
now?
so.
I thought it was a
could-
different thing.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm
Likely.
just saying. It's highly likely I'm wrong because
I don't know. You're not actually normally wrong about such things, but I think it's okay and really, really appropriate that we don't know what it's called.
can I just say, even when it was called ecstasy, I never even took it then.
Well, I didn't call it ecstasy then. You
What
said
did you
used
call
to,
it?
used to say, oh, you would drop an E.
Oh wow, you were cool.
I was cool.
Wow.
The tide has turned, but I was cool.
I never dropped a nothing. No.
I'm not saying I did.
I might have dropped a Marlboro Light once in the street, but I never dropped no E's.
Why are you speaking like that?
Because I never dropped no E's. Even when I was at Glastonbury.
I didn't go to Glastonbury.
I went twice. I think I get a point for that.
No, you don't. It's not on the fucking quiz. Come on.
Okay, that's the end of the quiz.
Well, I think I won and you lost.
I'm not so sure, you know.
It was like the score at the end was something like 10-7.
I think we're fairly even, Stephen.
We're not, because the quiz has shown that you had more yeses than me. So that's not even Stevens. If it was even Stevens, it would have been 10-all, which it was not.
Do you
It
know
was
what?
10-7.
Regardless, we're both still middle-aged.
But I am more okay with it than you are.
That wasn't the quiz.
What do you mean?
The quiz wasn't who's more okay with being middle-aged. I'm sorry. Don't just make up your own title of the quiz.
Oh, no, I'll just make up that we're even Stevens. That's okay, when we're actually not.
I'm totting it up and I'm coming back with the score at the end of this show.
Okay. What's our second question from our listener?
I'm being spammed by my sister.
Oh, okay. I've got a sister, so this is going to be interesting.
I don't have a sister. My sister has recently and suddenly left her husband for another woman.
Okay.
The other woman was also married, and between them there are 5 kids who are just as shocked as their respective
Wow,
husbands.
okay. That's a lot for the kids, right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot of kids and it's a lot for the kids.
The new girlfriend is her daughter's dance teacher.
The new girlfriend is her daughter's... okay, dance teacher. Got it.
Okay.
Wow.
I couldn't care less
Wow.
if she's a lesbian. But what is really pissing me off is the new YouTube channel they've set up sharing their choreographed dance routines.
Oh, dear. Oh, it's cringe.
My sister spams me with these cringy videos up to 6 a day and then gets annoyed with me if I don't send a gushing response.
No. That's awful. No, that's awful.
I want to tell her that I think the way she's conducted herself is appalling and her videos are fucking tragic. Help. Okay.
Oh, there's a lot.
Okay.
Oh, there's a lot.
That's a big email.
I want to preface this whole thing
Yes.
before I say anything
With.
I have a sister.
Uh-huh.
We are very, very close.
Yes.
We spend a lot of time together. We are the best of friends. And we have one of those relationships that is absolutely brutally honest about everything.
Okay.
I am brutally honest with my sister. She's brutally honest with me.
Uh-huh.
There is no one else in the world that I could say the things that I say to my sister to anyone else and get away with it, and vice versa.
If you left Adam and I left Ollie and we ended up together and we started a YouTube
Well, you
dance
It's not that
thing.
weird. It's not that weird. Sorry. It's not that weird.
No, the bit of us ending up together isn't the weird bit.
No!
The weird bit is the choreographed dance videos.
No. I was saying the thing that wouldn't be weird would be the YouTube channel.
I think
No.
us doing choreographed
Hold on,
dances
can
on
we just-
YouTube is
let's-
weirder.
Let's just backtrack.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
that it's not that weird?
Yeah.
Okay. Feeling quite nervous. You think it's not that weird if we both left our husbands and ended up together?
I'm saying I
I
don't.
mean, do I at this point have to say to you that you know I'm not going to fall in love with you, right?
Wow. We've just had sex. I can't believe you're saying that now. Your timing's awful.
What the actual? You don't think that would be
I
weird?
don't think there'd be shockwaves through the universe. I think it would be like, wow, I didn't have them down as actually like that was going to happen. But what I'm saying is, how would Lisa respond to you spamming her with choreographed dance videos of you and your new lover 6 times a day? And then she's like, actually, Nicole, I'm at work. Like, I don't have time to do 7. You know?
The issue isn't that she's left her husband and she's with this woman.
No,
That's
no,
not
she
the
says,
issue.
I don't give a shit that
Yeah,
she's a
I get
lesbian.
it. I get
Yeah.
it. The issue is the spamming.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would literally just say, I know you don't want to hear this, but I don't have time to see all your videos. It's very nice what you're doing. I'm very supportive of whatever it is you want to do. Stop fucking sending them. It's enough. That's what I would say.
I think that she wants
Validation.
and witnesses to this love affair. You know, it's like everybody look at our
Look how
love.
happy we are. But don't
Yeah.
you think that comes from a place of validation? Because they've done such a 180 on their life.
Yes.
It's like, I need you to see that I've made the right decision.
Yeah, and look how happy we are. And here is video evidence
Yeah.
of the way
Yeah.
that we choreograph love, life, and dance.
It's very trite.
It's a lot. You can imagine I would have no truck with this if I was spammed with these videos.
You wouldn't, but you also have a really big problem with saying what you think sometimes.
Sometimes I do, but I reckon maybe I would just start like doing the full Strictly judging thing on it. I would be like, that passo wasn't as good as last week's. Actually, I felt you really could have lifted her better.
Would you say anything?
I'd either,
I mean, I definitely would.
I think I would either completely play the game where I would like pretend to be
But
Shirley
you
Ballas.
wouldn't watch them all anyway.
No, I wouldn't. But I would just like pull a Shirley Ballas, give it a number out of 10 and make some sort of comment if I was playing. Or I would just say to her, listen, I've actually like got a life and a job and I don't have time to be watching 45 minutes of your flamenco this morning.
I don't think they're doing ballroom
Like
dancing.
foxtrot off,
They're
mate.
not doing ballroom dancing. They're probably doing like TikTok-y type stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is tragic in your 40s to be TikTok dancing with your new lover. It's tragic.
I'm just sitting here thinking, is it any difference to what we do? Because people,
We're not in love.
I reckon,
Just highlighting that.
well, okay. Oh, now you're backtracking.
I'm not
Before,
backtracking.
you were like, oh, it wouldn't be weird if we left each other and ended up together and started a
I'm
YouTube
saying
channel.
it wouldn't be the most shocking thing that's ever happened in the world. We do spend a lot of time together.
I think we're in platonic love.
We do everything together apart
Say
from
it.
sex.
Say it. We don't bath together. You said this the other day. We don't actually shower
We don't
together.
shower. Like we are always dressed. Will that cover
We
it?
don't train in the gym together.
No, we don't train in the gym together. I don't go to the gym. But if I did go to the gym, I probably would only go with you, wouldn't I? Who else am I going to go with? On my own?
I don't know, another lesbian lover that you've met.
Don't have any
Um,
lesbian lovers that I've met so far.
say it.
What do you want me to say? I'm
We're-
in platonic love with you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why do you need the validation? What are you going to start doing now? Do you want to do karaoke nights with me?
You know what? I don't need the validation because I know that you are, but I just like how it's making you really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's making me really uncomfortable.
We are in platonic love.
Okay.
We are.
Okay.
We have had our own kind of love affair. We have. We met.
Yeah.
We didn't meet that long ago.
No, we actually really didn't.
We met 4.5 years ago. No, you know what's coming up? Do you know it's coming up to our anniversary?
Is it?
November.
November?
No.
No?
You came to record the first podcast with me just before you were going off on your summer holidays. Do you remember?
Are you saying it's our 5-year anniversary?
I think it's coming up because then you moaned on the whole podcast about packing.
Packing. I'm still moaning about packing. Are you sending me flowers? Are you taking me out for dinner? What's going on? Are we marking the date?
No, because you won't even admit that we've had a platonic love affair.
I might not admit it on the pod.
Listen, if you're listening, she ain't admitting it anywhere. She is.
I might send you a card.
There is no fluff with Lauren.
I might send you a token
And then
of my affection.
occasionally I get a little bit of fluff. Like occasionally she'll write me the most gorgeous birthday card or the most gorgeous birthday post. And I'm like, oh my God, she actually really loves me.
Secretly.
But she doesn't ever let anything go. She would never say. She would never be like, oh, after we see each other after holiday, I missed you. How are you?
I
Nothing.
do tell you sometimes I missed you.
Only when you are literally crumbling without me. Remember last summer you were crumbling without me. You were in a terrible fucking state.
Yeah, even my husband was like, when is Nicole coming home? When is she back?
And then you were like, and I hadn't texted you for like a week because I thought I'd just leave you alone. You know, we spend a lot of time together and sometimes I think I get on your nerves. And I got this message that just at the hand wave. She's like testing the waters.
Yeah.
Oh, do you still thinking of me? And I'm like, oh, she misses me. She cracked first. Anyway, with the sister, I would be very honest and I would say, mate, stop fucking sending this shit. I'm not watching it. I'm very happy for you and I trust that you're happy and that you've made the right decision that works for you and that's amazing. But I don't want to see it. It's weird. Stop it. You want to do it, do it.
I would
don't
be similar.
Expect validation from me 6 times a day. It's not going to happen.
I'd be like, babe, I don't have the bandwidth. Sorry.
Would you actually say that?
I don't have a sister, so it's all hypothetical for me.
No, but let's say it was your best friend, Catherine.
Who'd left her husband for a woman and was spamming me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to say, if it was her, I would absolutely love to watch those videos. I'd actually have them on fucking repeat. And I'd probably spend all my time in bed just watching.
So have you totted up the schools?
Yeah.
Come on then.
As I said, fairly even Stevens. You have scored 8 out of 11.
Right.
And I have scored 9 out of 11.
Okay. You know what? It is even Stevens. But I do believe that in a more macro view of middle age, who's more middle aged, you or me, it's definitely you.
Thanks.
Why? It just is. Would you agree with that statement?
No, but I think if it makes you feel better about yourself, I'll just take the hit.
I don't need you to take the hit. Like, you don't need to take one for the fucking team.
Apparently I do.
You don't.
If you need me to be more middle-aged to make you still young and cool,
No.
I'll suck that up.
No.
I don't care.
Because you're the... I'm all right with being middle-aged.
Are
I
you?
am middle-aged. I'm hosting a podcast about middle age. Clearly, I'm all right with it. You're the one that struggles on your birthday.
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
It's true. It's
right?
true.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
that I think I should come with another quiz that is more biased towards me. That is our show on 40ish. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to be a part of the show and you want to write in your dilemma, please do. It's hello@40ish.co.uk. That's 40ish.co.uk. And come and follow us on all of our socials.
We're everywhere. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook for people of our age.
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. We can do Instagram in our 40s. Yeah. We're down with Instagram. I mean, how sad is that to say we're down with Instagram?
You can't say that.
I can't, can
You
I?
just did, but
we're
don't-
on Instagram.
Don't say it again.
We're on Insta. We're on IS. Hit us up on the old IS, and DM us, and we'll reply with like great riz. How's that?
I don't think the abbreviation of Instagram is IS.
Yes, it is.
I think it's just Insta.
I think it's IS.
Is it? I've never seen that.
I
You
don't
might be
know.
right.
I'm 46.
Oh, I'm 47, so I definitely don't have a clue. Anyway.
Anyway,
That's our
come
show
and find
40s.
us.
Come and find us, 40ish.podcast. We're everywhere. All of our links are in the show notes below, and we'll be back next week.
Hello, I'm Mark,
And I'm Bethan.
and we're the hosts of Seeing Red.
We deliver intriguing, terrifying, and dumbfounding true crime stories each and every week.
With a focus on cases from the UK, we do occasionally venture overseas. We've covered everything from the mysterious death of professional footballer Emiliano Sala to the attempted murder of Victoria Cilliers, a woman who fell from the sky and lived to tell the tale. Binge our bulging back catalogue and join us every Wednesday for a new episode of Seeing Red.